all you Dark Souls nerds about to get hacked and lose your shit. But I get to deal with 3 more Star Wars games, so I don't know who has it worse. Maybe the people that work at Ubisoft, because they're clearly still being ran by a fucking idiot. Not Yves Guillemot, some other executive. Anyway. Great opening, Nate. Well done.
I don't think it was necessary to shit on Star Wars too much.
Okay, let me revise. And I get 3 more Star Wars games from EA. Shoot me.
That you can be disappointed by.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll just go in with basement level expectations.
Yeah.
It can't get worse, right?
Yeah. That's, you got to use your same love life tactics on video games.
Any and everything?
Oh, I was going to say expectations low.
Oh.
Yeah.
Non-existent? The reality one? Do we go for that? Do I just stop playing video games?
Maybe.
It took a turn.
It got dark. Maybe.
I mean, it is nighttime.
Coming from the guy who questions why it's so dark out at 10 o'clock at night. Hey.
Valid question.
Welcome to the Gamers 2 Podcast, your weekly roundup of news and commentary related to the video game industry and anything else that might pique our interest. Like the light levels.
There's like a side-by-side coming down the snowmobile trail. That's why I was like, what the hell?
They just do what they want, which is kind of the downside to side-by-sides.
Okay.
Yeah, they annoy me. All right.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. If that's the angle you were coming at it from, I was wondering.
They just
having
think
something that does everything.
It's not that they think they have the right to do whatever they want.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Not the side. Let's be clear. Not the side by side themselves.
Yeah, the people operating the side by side.
Side by sides are not sentient.
That we hope.
Yet.
Boston Dynamics might have one.
Yeah.
But
the Tesla doesn't have a side by side yet.
Yeah. A Tesla side by side. What would that look like?
Ripping through the trails playing Fallout Shelter.
That sounds kind of nice.
You know what else sounds nice?
New release video games.
Whoo! He understood the reference. Like number 1, Hidden Deep for the PC.
Okay.
Like my love.
Like my penis.
Deep inside myself.
Retracted.
It's cold. I swear. Number 2, Reverie Knights Tactics for the PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Number 3, Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem for the PC. Number 4, Diplomacy is not an option.
Russia, looking at you.
And My Love Life. For the PC.
Jesus. You make one reference for a joke, and then it's just self-deprecating the whole time after that.
You're damn right it is, because the next game is Kingdom of the Dead for the PC. Fill in your joke here. Number 6, Circuit Superstars for the PS4. Number 7, Deflector for the PC. Number 8, Rugby 22 for the PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Number 9, Vagante? I want to say Vigante, but I know that's not it. That's for sure.
I like it, though.
Let's go with Vagante for the PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch, or you're really American, maybe down south a little bit, Vigante. Number 10, Zenith. Or Zenith? That one I could go really 50-50 on. The Last City, probably Zenith. For PC, Quest 2 and PSVR. Number 11, Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Switch. Now that they've apparently clarified. For years, I thought that was Arceus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time they announced it, they said Arceus.
Yeah, some random nerd at Nintendo's like, hey, actually, if you look at my Pokedex entry, it says Arceus. But now translate that to Japanese. With a lisp.
Whoa.
Number 12, Return 2. Runaway. Which is a confusing title. For the PC, Xbox, and Switch. Return to run away. What do I do with the remainder? Number 13, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection for the PS5 because Naughty Dog only makes 2 games.
It's getting pretty ridiculous. It's getting Bethesda territory.
Naughty Dog's about to reach... Never mind. I'm not... That's insulting. I was going to really insult them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow, it was going to be bad.
Oh.
They were about to get called like EA Sports.
It's in the game.
The same game over and over and over every year.
You know, that's kind of, it's been the same game so much that I don't even know what to like expect from them anymore.
What do you mean? No, you know, like, that's the issue.
No, I mean,
you
like,
know exactly what to expect from
like
them.
if they ever made a new game, I would have no idea what it would be or what it, like, because you would hope it wouldn't be the same thing. But what if it was? A crossover between Uncharted and The Last of Us.
Isn't
the last Uncharted of us.
Unchartus.
Sounds like venereal disease.
That's something you would get in Uncharted.
Whoa. And The Last of Us, maybe. You know, having sex with those zombies or something. Those clickers. Think about that one.
Oh, I'm thinking about it. And I don't know which
Oral
is worse.
sex with a clicker. You feeling odds or evens?
I'm feeling pretty odd. I'm still trying to just think about it.
It's just
because they don't know anything that's happening unless you make a noise.
Yeah.
So if you just never,
Oh God.
if you just never say anything, is everything fine?
I guess. I mean, they even have.
They have mouths because that's how they kill you in the game.
Yeah, they
like,
bite you.
tear your neck out.
Yeah. But then their whole like upper face and forehead's all just like.
Oh, diseased and
Yeah, like fungus.
yeah, literally a fungus. So I mean, close your eyes.
Hope for the best.
Be deathly silent and
This is
be also the third one, and honestly should probably be the first one. Desperate is all shit. Already losing brain cells, like gonna die anyway. I don't know. Figure something out.
That's something.
No, I'm feeling even though.
Okay. Even Steven. Number 1, Dark Souls 3 has a bit of a problem. On January 22nd, 2022, it was discovered that a new exploit could potentially affect PC players who were connected to the internet while playing. The exploit allows for remote code execution, which would allow a malicious hacker to take control of a player's PC. Blue Sentinel, a community-made anti-cheat mod for Dark Souls 3, has since been patched to protect against the RCE vulnerability. In a post on the r/Dark Souls 3 subreddit, a user explains that, hopefully, only 4 people know how to execute the RCE hack, 2 of which are Blue Sentinel developers, and the other 2 are people, quote, who worked on it, end quote, possibly referring to the individuals who helped uncover the issue. But, you know, as it goes, when something exists and people know it exists,
assume it now is well known.
Yeah, people find it.
Anyway, that's what you get, Souls players.
That's what you get when you
let your heart win.
Yeah,
Whoa.
there it is. That's how that goes.
Well, Paramore?
Yeah. I guess they're recording another album.
Sure.
Just in case you were curious. Don't know why I know that random fact. I saw it somewhere.
I don't know why we referenced that song.
I don't know either. Felt
Right.
right. What's the other fun thing that happened? Oh, the troll account.
Ah, yes, the troll account saying that Elden Ring was
Delayed.
Deleted.
Deleted. Wow.
Oh, I keep winning. They just deleted the game. No, delayed
Freudian
for
slips.
the same reason, except it's not actually delayed.
Yeah,
But of course, Dewey got.
he did got got.
He gets got a lot.
He's excitable.
I love the kid. Semi gullible. Just doesn't do the quick fact check of himself. Sees it and goes truth, and then runs with it, and we're all like, "That was a clown holding a red balloon. Why did you believe him?"
Yeah.
I gotta ask him about Pokemon. Curious.
I mean, he was streaming it, I believe.
I was at work.
Yeah, but he's probably still streaming it.
I don't think. I thought I only saw him streaming this morning. Maybe he's still doing it. But either way, I gotta hear his take.
Then why isn't he at work?
I have my take. He probably took it off.
Nerd.
Oh yeah, super nerd. What is he? Me trying to do a WoW raid on the first or a WoW expansion?
Who would do that?
Who would do that at a perfect time that also COVID struck as an outbreak and had to stay home for the entire week anyway? Oh, success. That is what happened, though.
Yeah.
I took the day off.
And then COVID.
No, I took the day off for the initial date. Then they delayed a month. I went, oh, shit. So then they delayed a month, and I was like, well, I'm not taking this other day off, too. Because it's whatever. And then there was an outbreak, and so we all got sent home. Literally, I got the text message going home that night. Servers were going live at 6 o'clock. By 4:30, when I got home, got the text message that says stay off, don't come into work for like a week. And I was like,
perfect.
This is the best thing ever.
Classic.
Let's go to story number 2. NetEase unveiled a new studio from veteran Yakuza producer and executive director Toshihiro Nagoshi. I'll get there. Simply called Nagoshi Studio. Nagoshi will serve as CEO and representative director of the Tokyo-based developer. Oh, excuse me. The studio has a founding team of 8 other members, all veterans from Sega and Yakuza developer Ryuga Gotoku Studio. Why did I choose Evans?
I don't know. Kind of thrilled about it.
NetEase said Nagoshi Studio will focus on developing high-quality console titles that will be released globally. I mean, solid pedigree.
Yeah.
I love watching those games.
I'm curious what he will make.
I tried to play Like a Dragon, but it didn't run great on my PC.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was just, there was a lot of stuttering. And I was like, I don't know why that's happening, so we're just going to go ahead and uninstall that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's weird. That's weird.
But I was curious, because that was the first one. I was like, this will be different, this will be interesting. And I've watched all the other ones. I was like,
it's on Game Pass, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. All of them were. 0 through 6, and Kiwami and Kiwami 2. And I think, Lost Judgment's not on there yet. And Judgment.
Game Pass.
Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior? Game Pass Christ.
More seeds.
Bill Spencer.
Hallelujah. More seeds from Activision Blizzard have sprouted.
That can mean, let's be real clear before you read the rest of this. That can mean 2 different things. It could mean more people have left and sprouted new studios, a la Mike Morhaime and Chris Metzen and those guys. Or shit getting worse.
More seeds from Activision Blizzard have sprouted. New developer and publisher New Tales has announced its launch. The Paris-based company will be headed by President and CEO Cedric Martial, a game industry veteran who has previously worked at Activision Blizzard, Vivendi Games, and Sega.
Now that's a list.
New Tales is to focus on creating its own IP and provide publishing services to third-party studios. The team comprises of other Activision Blizzard and Vivendi alumni that are too many to list and too French to pronounce.
Wow. Wow. I can't believe you put that in there.
What?
You racist.
I'm not racist. I'm being honest. I can't
Croissant.
pronounce.
Look, we can do it all day.
I cannot pronounce French names.
Jacques.
That's one.
Cousteau. Calour.
Listen,
Marischal.
if you're that interested, you can look it up.
Le pan. I think that's fish.
Okay.
Might be Spanish though, I'm not sure.
Pantalones. That's Spanish.
That is Spanish. For cat.
Okay.
I just so badly wanted to just say something entirely wrong.
You did.
I
so
know. Just basically a naked gun. In me pantalones. And his cat? Just picture Leslie Nielsen basically just delivering that exact line, stone face of like, why does he think it's okay? And everybody in the room just going, why would you ever think that?
Crazy.
It is interesting though, because it's funny to see the Vivendi link, because we know it's existed forever, but they've been a sleeping giant again.
Mm-hmm.
They went quiet after getting rebuffed from Ubisoft, and they're like, oh, we must go gather additional forces. And then they went back into the mountains.
They probably started buying like cryptocurrency shit and like all that. I could see them doing like that.
Vivendi
route.
just went screw it and went full board yacht club or whatever.
Yeah.
They own Jimmy Fallon now.
Yeah.
Or they had to tuck their tail between their legs because the other dogs came out to play. Microsoft started swinging themselves around. I was like, hey, Vivendi, you want to do hostile takeovers? We own them. Yeah. And then Embracer Group went, oh, that's cute, Vivendi. I just own everything else.
Yeah, they got scared because Embracer Group came and then Microsoft, and now it's
Vivendi
just
was
like...
the first dog playing in the pond. And then the bulldog showed up and went, no.
Yeah.
You go away now, you little conglomerate of ankle biters. Number 4. I'm still waiting. I want to see what all these studios are going to do. I know what Metzen's doing, and I know what Morhaim's like project scope of Morhaim's is, but we haven't seen games out of them yet.
Honestly, I think the majority of them are going to be bought up before they even come out with a game.
Potentially, but Morhaim's Dreamhaven thing was acting as like a publisher for multiple studios, so that one's going to be a little bit weirder to get bought out.
The one we talked about last week, there was the one.
Well, there's Notorious as well that got spun up like 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
There was the other one last week, but there's the Metzen one is the only one that's like probably not going to get bought. But it's not video games; it's board games and them doing wargaming and stuff like that. Yeah, and they have their Kickstarter project, and I believe it's called Ouroboros, and it looks cool. I'm interested in it. He's really good at world building, so I'm following it. Mm-hmm. I haven't bought anything yet, but I'm kind of just watching to see. I want to see when it comes out. I don't want to kick the door in until we have a thing. But I'm curious to see. It's a bunch of people that when Blizzard was really good at making games, but 50-50 on how they treated people. And so I'm curious to see if they can still, create worlds and make games that are successful, or if they all just kind of end up being tiny little indie companies that make random things that nobody cares about.
It will be interesting. The next 3 to 5 years is going to be...
Yeah, it'll be telling.
Yeah, it'll be real
all of those studios should have at least something in the works in 3 to 5 years.
That's kind of the wild thing is if they do kind of stick to the standard development cycle, they'll all be hitting...
Same time.
Yeah, within 2 years of each other.
Yeah, which will be fun to watch even from... That would almost have to also be fun for them, though. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, hey, here's our thing. And then they know they have a 2-month window before they go get to celebrate their potential former friends, work of oh, holy shit, you guys are dropping this too. Man, we're all so good. Let's all just form a big company again.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, hold on.
Then Phil Spencer kicks the door in, the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, with $69 billion in cold hard cash. And he's like, I know it's not about the money. It's about sending a message. As Phil's like slowly painting his face with Joe.
He's something
Phil
else.
Spencer is the Joker during E3 presentation. Honestly, might be the best thing that would ever happen to the games industry. And just recite the line from when he's doing that whole thing when he slides down the money and that whole thing. Do the entire scene basically from that. And they pull Bobby Kodak's corpse on stage.
Jesus.
He might not be dead by this point, but either way, they pull him on stage. And do you remember the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he's telling the guy, he's like, tell your people they work for me now.
Yeah.
And Bobby's like, no. He's like, I'll cut you up and feed you to Bethesda. And it's just Phil, like, just embarrassing him. Anyway. Weird pipe dreams.
Whoa.
Number 4. Unity has announced that it acquired technology company Ziva Dynamics. Unity said that with the purchase, it aims to make digital character creation tools more accessible to artists and platforms. Ziva Dynamics software has gone on to be featured in games such as Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ninja Theory's Suna Saga, Hellblade 2.
There's a lot of...
I corrected the first one, and then I didn't even think to say Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, as well as films such as Godzilla vs. Kong and Jumanji: The Next Level. Did you have a stroke? Because you just omitted the letters and words.
I mean, it happens sometimes. It happens.
But I mean, those are... So I don't know... I mean, Godzilla vs. Kong looked good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stop there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jumanji was a movie, but Senua's Saga and Miles Morales has great characters in it. So
Yep. Unity. Absorbing
doing a lot of stuff.
Absorbing companies.
They're like the Embracer Group of the dev world.
Yeah, where like what's Unreal, like the Microsoft of the dev world.
Yeah.
Have
Unreal's the premier thing. Unity's like, hey, we're doing things. Hey.
we're doing things.
Hey,
we're good alternative.
Yeah, we're doing things. I don't know why they're...
I'm walking here.
Why are they in New York?
Speaking of Epic, did you have you seen the Unreal Engine shorts? Star Wars shorts?
No.
So that seems to be the thing, is like people making shorts in like Unreal Engine 5.
I mean, makes sense for what people are just probably, messing around still and trying to figure out what they're going to...
They're pretty good. We'll have to look them up later.
All right. Are they like...
They're like comedic little
two
stormtrooper
questions.
things.
Are they either that, or are they like just they took Robot Chicken ones and redid? Because that's what I would love.
I mean, they kind of are in that theme, but you know how there's like in the Mandalorian show, there was that scene where the two stormtroopers are like...
Yeah, it was the episode that I said I loved because it was Watiti.
Yeah,
It
so...
turned out that was him, and I was like, oh, that makes every sense in the world.
So it's like that concept where like it's two stormtroopers like...
Just, shooting the shit in a day-to-day scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that world needs. It doesn't need the current, Boba or whatever. We just need just call it like, not even behind the scenes, just like day in the life. And it's just constant cut-arounds to worlds of two stormtroopers being like, I don't know, man. I got so hungover last night, and there's this Twi'lek, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
Anyway, the corpse is in the back of my speeder. Can we... It's just weird shit the whole time.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Make it feel lived in.
Do that, Disney.
And don't do it on Tatooine. For the love of God. Please. Next Empire in your Death Star that we know you're going to build because you can't not build one, blow up Tatooine. Just immediately.
That'd be wild.
I'd be the only person cheering as loud as I could in the theater.
I'd take it.
Doing cartwheels up and down the aisle. Getting just popcorn and sodas thrown at me.
Number 5. Elgato has launched the new product, the Stream Deck pedal, along with official Discord integration.
Let's be clear, that's going to cause issues.
Oh, yeah.
Stream Deck and Steam Deck?
Yep. Surprised someone hasn't sued someone else yet.
So somebody's getting something wrong sent to their house.
Yep. The Stream Deck pedal is a $90 pad that has 3 pedals that can control software, hardware, and more. It looks ideal for streamers wanting to trigger effects, switch scenes, and toggle cameras. Elgato says the Stream Deck pedal supports multiple actions, so you can string together a bunch of Stream Deck functions that can trigger intermittently or all at once on a single pedal. A lot of Elgato's like stuff like this seems pricey.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I don't hate their products, but a lot of their stuff does very much seem like the Apple of accessories.
Yeah, like this, I feel like you could accomplish the same thing for like a quarter of the price, if not less.
Honestly, you could probably do it if you had just a programmable steering pedals from a wheel set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just take the signal from that, set it to 3 things, and then just trigger the 3 things.
Yeah.
But, you know.
To each their own. Every big streamer will have it, I'm sure. And
oh, for sure. I mean, most of them will get them sent to them.
Yep.
And then everybody wanting to be a big streamer will go buy it.
Yep.
That's how it works. Number 6, the investigation into workplace conduct at Ubisoft Singapore has been completed. According to the company's statement, the Tripartite Alliance for Fair and Progressive...
I'm really enjoying him getting fucking nailed with these ones.
Alliance for Fair and Progressive Employment Practices, or TAFEP, has reported Ubisoft Singapore has structured systems in place that can handle any reports of misconduct or abuse in the workplace. TAFEP also concluded that past reports were handled appropriately.
How much
That's
money?
a Star Wars character's name.
It sounds like it. How much money did Ubisoft give them, do you think?
Did they pay them off to say that everything's fine, don't look here anymore?
Yeah.
Tree fitty.
Final offer. Tree fitty.
Damn Paleolithic monsters.
Goddamn Paleolithic monster. Ubisoft. I don't care about you anymore.
But I mean, that's just one branch. There were multiples that were under attack.
Yeah. Ubisoft as a whole is just kind of fucked. We got some good stuff coming from them.
Oh yeah, don't you worry, they ain't done yet.
Number 7. Kind of like the sleeper one here. Nvidia is reportedly planning to abandon its $40 billion acquisition of British semiconductor firm ARM. According to Bloomberg, which talked to sources familiar with the situation, Nvidia has, quote, told partners that it doesn't expect the transaction to close, end quote. However, no decision has been reached yet. SoftBank Group, which currently owns ARM, is reportedly preparing an IPO for the semiconductor firm as an alternative should the Nvidia deal fall through. Regulators in the US, UK, and China are investigating the deal, while major tech firms like Microsoft and Google have protested against the acquisition. Yeah. Makes sense.
They said, "Oh, this isn't going to happen because we just realized Activision Blizzard got bought for $30 billion more. Up the price."
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Pump those numbers up. Yeah, there is kind of like a big antitrust thing with that, just because like
they're the ones.
Nvidia would then own the company that supplies the licenses to their competitors. So it wouldn't really make sense. I'm assuming Nvidia was like, oh, let's see if we can just slip this one in, like slip this one under the rug, see if anyone notices.
I like that Nvidia went. And we got 40 billion just laying around, right? Fuck it, let's try something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if it goes through, it goes through.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you remember, but I'm pretty sure this deal is like if it falls through, they lose $1 billion. They have to pay ARM $1 billion.
There's something. I remember there being something with it, but either way, it's like,
which is obviously chump change at Nvidia since they're just making hand over fist on their fucking graphics cards right now.
Well, that, and I mean, they're taking a 40 or 1 gamble.
Yeah.
40 it works and we're kings. 1 we fail and now who cares? It's 140
yeah.
what we would have paid.
We'll make it back in like a quarter or two.
I'll announce a 30-40 and just drop that for $20 and boom, we're fine. Don't worry about it. What? People can't still buy the other cards? Who? I don't give a shit about that.
They're getting cheaper apparently.
What are?
GPUs?
Bullshit. Cheaper from who?
That's what I was wondering as well. Everyone's reporting, their prices are going down. I'm like, are they?
Are they going down?
Are they? Because I'm pretty sure the 3050 just launched and it's $500.
Yeah. The only way they're going down is if you're referencing the fact of what they literally are listed at on Nvidia's site, in which case you can't buy them.
Yeah.
So therefore the price is irrelevant. Because, hey, guess what? I'm selling a 1953 Mickey Mantle rookie card graded 10 for 7 cents. Guess what doesn't exist? Thank you.
The other thing is...
prices are going down, though, Matt. Heard it around the world. It's a $4 million card, but prices are going down because I am selling it for 10 cents.
Someone's bitter.
It goes back to the exact same thing we talk about, where if you had put in here that PlayStation 5 sales were up year over year, I'd have broken your hand.
Thought about it. There were so many sales things that popped up, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I can get away with this one.
It's just like, a month after an iPhone releases. Man, would you believe that iPhone beat Android this year? Or this month? No. What? Oh my god, who would have thought?
Got him.
It's the most buttery knifing of stats.
You're a baseball fan. You should like that shit.
No, that's the shit I hate. Because the people that butter knife so hard to the point to only prove their thing that they're like, all right, he has 26.
That's in vogue right now in the world.
He has above 26, but below 28 home runs, and then he has a range between 151 and 153 RBIs. So you're like, why don't you just say he's the only person with 27 and 152? Well, because then he literally is the only person. I need a range, and it's like shy. Oh, I would drown you in the lake like the witches of Salem.
Wow.
Except you would deserve it. Number 8.
Whoa.
I'm getting jacked up.
Getting jacked up on those GPU prices.
They get me going, man. Because you're not the only person that told me, "Oh, they're going down." I had the same guy. I had the same guy at work said the same thing, and I did the same exact rant to him. Where I'm like, "Who? In what world?"
Have you seen?
Because right after we had the conversation of, "Oh yeah, Nvidia," you said, I can't remember if you sent me the link or if it was the podcast. You're like, "Oh yeah, Nvidia says they're going to fix it in the second half of the year." He opened his mouth to say the exact same thing to me, and I just stared at him and go, do you believe your own words out of your own mouth? Because you're looking pretty stupid when you say it.
Jesus.
Shit.
I think at this point it's a wait until the next series drops.
Yeah, to the 4,000, you can't get those either.
Yeah. Well, I think those will be easier to get on launch.
Okay,
on launch because they'll drop a bunch of them at once. You just go, I get it.
I will get out of this chair and spear you.
So funny.
Number 8. In the wake of Raven Software's unionization efforts, the studio has announced some structural changes. Going forward, QA workers at the studio will be embedded within each department, rather than being one standalone group working across all disciplines. In his email, studio head Brian Raffel said that the studio started converting contractors to full-time roles in November, with a new structure meant to reflect these changes. I wonder why they would want to break up the department that just tried to unionize. I'm not even going to comment because next story.
Activision Blizzard has chosen not to recognize Raven's QA testers' vote to unionize. The Washington Post reports Raven studio head Brian Rafael. Did you say Rafael or Raff? What are we?
I said Rafael.
Rafael. Going with Rafael.
Yeah, I'm not going with the Ninja Turtle.
Sent an email addressing the issue to staff shortly after the deadline to recognize the union passed. Quote, after carefully reviewing and considering the CWA's initial request of the company, we worked quickly to find a mutually acceptable solution with the CWA that would have led to an expedited election process. Unfortunately, the parties could not reach an agreement. We expect that the union will soon be moving forward with the filing of a petition to the National Labor Relations Board for an election of eligible Raven employees. If filed, the company will respond formally to that petition promptly. The most important thing to the company is that each eligible employee has the opportunity to have their voice heard and their individual vote counted, and we think all employees at Raven should have a say in this decision, end quote. So basically, Activision Blizzard's tactic here is to split up the QA department, then have the entire staff at Raven Software vote on unionization. I wouldn't be surprised if they give the staff a random performance bonus before this theoretical vote happens.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
The proverbial pizza party.
Yeah, it's... Everybody's doing pretty good. I just wanted to say numbers have been going up. As they do. That's what they do. Numbers go up. Sometimes they go down. Mostly they go up. We release a game every year. Well, you guys are part of that. We all feel together as a family. And, I just wanted to say, Timmy, you've been doing a lot of good work. I know we ignored you the last 5 Call of Duties about that one spot that you could fall through the floor and shoot everybody from above. I know we were ignoring you, but good news for you. In the break room, French crust pizza. It's your favorite. We know, because we did research into you. I know it's your favorite.
We got your data.
It's just like... All right, yeah, so anyway, about that union. Pizza in the break room.
There it is. I'm curious if this tactic will backfire.
Well, because they've inadvertently sent out the team to divide and conquer.
Yeah, that, and it's like also they're kind of banking on everyone else not being interested.
Yeah, they're attempting to turn Raven against itself.
When I think that it'll just be like,
Which I understand. I understand the class struggle. It's the same thing that happens. Don't punch up, punch each other.
Yeah.
And then we're fine. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, the age-old have them fight a culture war instead of a class war.
Ooh, I like that. Were you on Reddit today, too?
Yeah. It was posted again?
Yeah, oh yeah. 100%.
Nice.
It was on a telephone poll this time.
Every week, generally, pops up.
Anyway, number 10. Microsoft is changing how it presents information to customers on multiple subscription services following an investigation into auto-renewal practices by the UK Competitions and Markets Authority, or CMA.
Country Music Awards.
Yeah, weird. Where do they have an interest? Microsoft has pledged to make several improvements to both its Xbox Live and Game Pass services in order to address the CMA's concerns. Don't know why they have those. This includes... I gotta stop that joke. This includes presenting better upfront information to help customers understand their Xbox membership, specifically if auto-renewal is turned on. Microsoft will also offer refunds to customers on recurring 12-month subscriptions with offers to end their contract, as well as reach out to inactive customers still paying for online services to give them the option to cancel their subscription. If an account remains inactive after that, Microsoft will cancel the subscription. The company will also improve transparency around price increases. Again, why is Europe faster to this shit?
I know, right? Isn't that amazing?
I
think Microsoft's implementing it across the board.
I think so too, but I mean, it took Europe going, hey.
Yeah. Predatory, like the... I wonder if that whole concept, like if it was mandatory to do like an auto what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, if it was mandatory to cancel subscriptions on inactive accounts for all subscription-based services,
What does it look like?
like what is the market? What's the economy look like after that? As far as like how many people are moving, or how many companies are moving to subscription-based stuff?
Yeah. Would be interesting. Yeah, if you couldn't just continuously pry on people.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
I don't know. We'll never see.
Nope.
Never know. All right, let's get into something semi-interesting, I guess.
Oh, come on, man.
EA and Respawn have announced that they are working on 3 more Star Wars games. Here's some of the blog posts. Quote, game director Stig Asmussen Asmussen. What a name.
This is what he gets. He talks shit about me the entire episode, and that's what he gets.
And his team at the studio are already working on the next game in the action-adventure Star Wars Jedi series, and are joined by 2 new teams working to deliver additional unique Star Wars gameplay experiences across multiple genres. Leading the development of Respawn's all-new Star Wars first-person shooter game is Peter Hirschman, game director at Respawn, who has a long and accomplished history with the Star Wars franchise. The third title is a Star Wars strategy game developed through production collaboration with the newly formed studio Bit Reactor, helmed by games industry veteran Greg Forsyth.
Forscht.
It's a rough one.
It's like borscht.
Borscht. Okay, makes sense.
No. Not the T's. Not the T's. Not at the end.
That's what Forsh.
Yeah, close. Yeah.
Respawn will produce the new Star Wars strategy game while Bit Reactor leads on the development of the title. Speaking of Star Wars games, some unseen footage of Star Wars 1313 has leaked showing gameplay of Boba Fett.
Why are we bringing this up? Why is it back from the dead?
Star Wars 1313?
Yes.
Probably because someone who worked on Star Wars 1313 saw this. I'm having so many tongue-tied issues today.
I thought it died with motive.
Probably saw the Star Wars news and was immediately like, this is bullshit. I'm going to leak some footage. This game we were working on it. It was good. I'm upset.
So there's an issue.
Okay.
It's Star Wars at EA.
Okay.
All right, then.
So, the one thing that's kind of irritating me is everyone keeps assuming that it's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2. They do not say at any point is it Fallen Order 2. They just said the next Star Wars Jedi game.
I think... So I agree with you, but I also think they're kind of right because I feel like there was a thing from Vince way back when they said we're looking at making a second one. I think there was that he used like the idea of second and like continuation of that.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that's where they're getting that from.
I just think it's weird that they're not specifically saying Fallen Order 2 when
because you and I both think it's going to be Rise of the Tomb Raider or
yeah.
You know, it's going to be
like a different title.
Well, because the way it ended was like, oh, they're free to live their lives however we want them to, and it's like, okay, cool, you're going to rebuild the order because you're going to go kidnap a youngling. That's just what happens.
Yeah,
you're going to do Padawan things, and
yeah, you're going to go kill some you're going to go kidnap some children.
Yeah.
Goddamn Jedi pedophiles.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have a ponytail like that and not be a Jedi pedophile.
Exactly. Fucking red hair, no soul, freak.
One side ponytail? Who does that? Who has a rat tail on one side of your head?
It's ridiculous. Got that pale ass girlfriend.
Really pale?
Yeah, disgustingly pale.
Like, dude, like unnatural.
Not like that game.
There's an alien in a junkyard. Yeah, and that's racist.
It probably smells so bad.
And it's racist.
It's true. It's
like,
true.
That's mostly Lucas, but How much further do we go down this line?
I know. I'm like, probably should stop.
The first-person shooter is interesting.
I think that's the one where I'm like, why? Why are we doing a first-person shooter?
So,
we tried it. It does not go well.
Where I go, interesting, but what are you gonna do? Because if you do again, if you and I start building these games, everything changes and they become amazing. Because as you and I have never had an idea that would fail.
Clearly.
Ever.
Clearly.
In the history of this podcast and before that, we have never had an idea that would fail.
And that's obvious.
Yeah, for sure that's obvious. So when you add in the idea that a first-person shooter in the Star Wars world, okay, there's two immediate things that you could do. There's two people you play as.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they? Not like literal people. Two classes of people you could play as. I guess three, kind of, but two makes it more entertaining. You either play as like a stormtrooper or a mix of stormtroopers, or you play as somebody like a bounty hunter / smuggler, the Han Solo's, Boba Fett's.
Yeah.
Which those become interesting. If you're playing it like you would almost be Han Solo of trying to RPG sweet talk your way through things, but you're a first person shooter because you can never talk your way through anything, that becomes entertaining. It's true Boba Fett style, like jetpack and everything. And
my issue with a Star Wars FPS is your issue with all three of these games.
EA has them.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree. Again, I said if we owned these and we were
okay. Yeah.
This is where we go and they would work. Because you know exactly what I want out of the last listing.
Yeah, Empire at War.
Just make it. Just make it. It already exists. I have the easiest way for you guys to cash in on giant amounts
Here's
of money.
my thing. If it's not Empire at War or like clearly a spiritual successor to Empire at War, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not interested.
They're going to do that dumb fucking mobile game.
If it's a mobile game...
Do you remember that? You remember the one that was like tied in with Battlefront?
Yeah.
They're going to do that shit. And I'm going to just want to choke the life out of them.
If it's at least...
force choke from here, where I'm sitting now.
Yeah.
Unlimited power and do the whole meme.
Yeah. Unlimited power. Yeah. Here's the thing.
It's just so easy. It's free real estate,
man. It is free real estate. It's the oh my god. There's so much potential for greatness here. But since it's EA, there's so much potential for just utter failure and contempt.
Here's
and
the one
disgust.
The one potential positive. It's Respawn.
Yeah.
Not DICE, who, as far as I'm concerned at this point,
DICE is Respawn's now. DICE is Vince's.
It's Vince's, but this isn't Vince's direct project. I mean, Vince is overseeing everything, but like he's not the game director like he was for Fallout.
Yeah.
This is it's Respawn, but DICE is plummeting towards BioWare territory if they're not careful. And that hurts me to say. But 2042 is a steaming pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
And they are in free fall. And they need to catch themselves. Don't give them the first person shooter.
Yep. We'll see. Also, I don't really I'm not a fan of the whole like random let's announce 3 Star Wars games thing, which are probably like they literally just started. Fallen Order, if it is Fallen Order 2 or whatever the fuck it's gonna be, that one maybe this year, but probably next year.
You'd be looking at next year for Fallen Order, and then you'd be looking at a year after for the first person shooter, and then 2 years for the strategy game.
Yeah, which is like at that point, why'd you even bother?
Unless they transition the first person shooter into like an RPG style, then you'd push that 2 years from Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 12, Blizzard Entertainment announced the creation of a new franchise in a blog post to recruit talent for the project. This title would be Blizzard's first original franchise since 2016 and the team-based shooter Overwatch. The new game would also be the company's first survival title as well. Blizzard did not announce who would be leading the project. That might be announced by now.
Yeah, I haven't checked since
there's been a few
Thursday.
people
Floated.
Well, like a few people just tweeting things out of like, come work with me on this project and yada yada. Whether or not some of them are just like a lead designer looking for more designers or whatever. I haven't paid too much attention, but hey, there's an entire new IP on the way, and this is semi uncharacteristic for Blizzard
To announce an IP this far out.
Overwatch came out of Titan. Titan was in the work for 7 years as a code name, and they never admitted it existed. Titan was known by leaks. And then up until Overwatch was like 2 years worth of, is Titan canceled? Is Titan dead? Where's Titan? And then all of a sudden, Overwatch is out. Here's the demo, here's the beta, and we're live. This is not that. This is, we're making this, and Quick did say he's been playing it, and he's excited for like where it can go and stuff like that. So it is in a at least early playable state. So you're probably 2 to 3 years, hopefully. But that is still leaps and bounds above for them at a new IP. You'd expect it out of like, well, Diablo 4 and then 3 years, and there it is. But like, this is a new, that has no reference to anything else, and a new genre, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. After I've complained they haven't made shit in 5 years.
Yeah.
And Quick said there's more on the way, so
interesting.
We have more to talk about our games still. So I expect that'll be WoW stuff and whatever.
It's hard for me to picture Blizzard doing a survival game.
I guess it all ends up kind of depending on how they define survival.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they mean Fallout style? Because like Fallout's kind of survival-y. They can easily pull that off because that's just a giant.
I mean, that'd
RPG
be.
again.
I feel like a stretch, and people wouldn't buy that.
Minecraft survival. Do we count that?
No.
That's what I mean. Like, so what are we defining as a survival game? DayZ? That's shit.
No.
I don't know where the line is now because every time it's survival, it's usually survival horror.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like
Resident Evil and whatever.
I don't know, Rust, Valheim. Like, there's.
But even that, I can see them doing. That's, again, those are open worlds. Blizzard makes an MMO. Translatable. I'm just curious, like, what's the game... My concern is what's the gameplay loop?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I kind of turned me off was that it's obviously a fantasy genre again.
Well, yeah.
Which is like... It's always fantasy.
It looks like it's... At least from the screenshots, looked like it was...
The concept art...
like, developed and not developed.
The concept art was like, oh, I mean, so this could be WoW, this could be like whatever, you know, like...
I mean, they said it was a new whatever, like it's not in any of their universes.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the concept art was like showing the hunter, and then it almost looked like they were showing a tribal versus developed city and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe that's your kind of difference or whatever. Something like that. I don't know. Be interesting to see though.
Yeah, for sure. Making moves. All right, number 13. Ubisoft Strategic Innovations Lab VP Nicholas, I don't know how to say that. Puyard?
Based on what you said, I definitely don't think it's Pudgy.
No, I don't know why I threw that in there. It just felt right. Puyard. Anyways, Nicky Puyard said, Nicky P. He said, quote, I think gamers don't get what a digital secondary market can bring to them. For now, because of the current situation and context of NFTs, gamers really believe it's first destroying the planet and second, just a tool for speculation. But what we are seeing first is the end game. The end game is about giving players the opportunity to resell their items once they've finished with them, or they're finished playing the game itself. End quote. About Ubisoft's initial rollout of Quartz, he said, quote, "Well, it was a reaction we were expecting. We know it's not an easy concept to grasp, but Quartz is really just this first step that should lead to something bigger, something that will be more easily understood by our players," end quote. So this motherfucker is basically being like, gamers are dumb.
Does he want me to attack him?
Yes.
Because
This is the new,
I will.
don't you people have phones?
Because we are all smarter than you think we are. I was going to say smarter than you, and honestly, at this point, we probably are. But smarter than you think we are. What do those guys hate? What is one thing they hate, Matt? What do game developers hate? Reselling of games when they don't get a cut.
That's true.
So, you're right. I would love to, when I'm done with that game, sell the stuff. Can I also sell the game? No. Wait, what? Why? I understand what you're saying,
with
but
this,
you're a moron. In
with
understanding
this,
how you're
you
explaining
can
it.
resell, you can sell the shit, but they get a cut of it too.
Yeah, which is not how... You don't need NFTs if you're managing the ledger. The idea of... I don't want to do this.
All right, we don't have to. We just have to...
I'd
Can we agree that Ubisoft is rank number 1 in the fastest descending company?
Who else is our possibilities?
I mean, Activision Blizzard, I feel like, has tapered out, so they're good.
Okay, yeah.
They're I don't want to say rock bottom because a lot can happen with the lawsuits.
They exist still. They didn't get to
Yeah, a lot can happen with the lawsuits.
They potentially started getting picked back out of the pit, though.
Yeah,
they very much became the
Slump Watch. Ubisoft's definitely on Slump Watch.
Ubisoft's in
or they like past Slump Watch.
They've been on it for too long, almost.
Okay.
Microsoft and it's not Microsoft.
Activision's like the epitome of Slump Watch right now because we want to see what happens.
Yeah, Activision Blizzard has gotten picked up like one of the aliens in Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is basically them getting picked out of the rubbish bin.
Yeah.
But the issue with the claw machines is they only usually grab what's on top. And Ubisoft ain't near it. They at the bottom. Yeah,
they are easily they're my number 1 for quickest descending company right now. They are straight downfall.
They're in free fall. They are in my number 1 for most disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
You can do better.
Did you see they shut down Hyperscape? Because who could have thought that would have failed? Oh, that's right, me. You stupid fucks. And you're still making another Ghost Recon or whatever, the 2 Ghost Recons at the same time.
Have you heard anything about Extraction?
No, nobody's really talked about it.
Okay.
It exists.
There you go.
But here's the thing. That's actually probably like the best they could hope for.
That's
because nobody's complaining. Nobody's running around saying this game is unbelievably
That's
shit.
Probably because no one's playing it.
That's true, but it's better than bad press.
Oh, Ubisoft.
Where's Skull and Bones? Where's Beyond Good and Evil 2? Where's the other 8 games they said they were coming out?
You know what's going to happen?
Hey, have you heard of,
That's what Vivendi's doing.
Have you heard of Riders Republic?
No. Vivendi.
Exactly.
Vivendi's waiting because they're watching Ubisoft's value is going to start to just take a huge fucking shit. And that's when they'll come in and be like, oh, we could have bought you for this, but now we'll pay a third of that.
I see that you wanted to hold off $350 and this baguette. Get it? Because it's French?
Hey.
They like bread?
I like a French baguette.
Dude, I just love bread. Croissants, baguettes, Kaiser rolls. That's not French, but I just like them.
Are Kaiser rolls German?
You know what? I'm going to go on a limb and say no.
I feel like
I
it's
don't
too
know.
obvious.
I don't know where they would be from, but I'm gonna say no. You know what?
We'll
Before
Google
we
it.
get to those, we're gonna do
Well,
this.
you spoiled the hyperspace one.
Oh, did I?
Fuck
Sorry, I
it.
just wanted to give
Nah,
you shit.
it's
I
fine.
just wanted to shit on Ubisoft, so I had to do.
I mean, it felt right.
I gotta take the shots when I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Casserole. What do we want as like a not generation?
origin.
Origin.
Maybe?
That's the word I want. There's been a lot of words like the last couple days.
Oh,
where
dude,
I was staring at my buddy, going. I was trying to describe bullet indentation in a document,
Yeah.
and I was like, it goes in.
You don't-
And there's a circle, and he's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And he's like bulletins. I was like, "Yeah, oh yeah, bullets, yeah, like that."
I'm pretty sure that like my brain is just melting because there'll be times where I'm like, what is the word like that I'm looking for?
Austria
Austria. Okay.
nailed it. We're so good.
We're great.
Yeah,
Perfect. Kaiser.
yeah. Clearly, Arnold. They go right together.
Arnold got in a car accident recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now for questionable things we didn't write full paragraphs on. Just glance over that. Call of
Fair.
Duty's next 3 installments will be on PlayStation due to a previous contract, according to Bloomberg.
You're good for 3 years.
I'm not worried about it. I got a PC. Number 2, Crytek has tossed the 4th entry in its teased even. The 4th entry in its, I don't know where my mind went, long-running Crisis series in a short trailer posted from its Twitter account. Hey, can your PC run Crisis? Also, I'm scared shitless.
Of what?
Crisis 4.
Of what exactly? Of what it is?
Oh, you know how shit the remasters were, so let's just
Oh yeah. I
no
mean,
faith.
I
have no
don't.
faith.
I have no expectations.
Yeah, so we'll see. Number 3, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said that 20 million people had played Halo Infinite and 18 million people had played Forza 5. Horizon 5 specifically.
It's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people, but well done, Forza.
Yeah.
Be within 2 million of gigantic Halo.
Forza Horizon had a good year.
Should have been Game of the Year, you stupid critics.
Fucking cowards.
We're here. We tell the real shit. Tell like it is for the people. We're the people's champ.
Whoa.
I'm going to get a belt.
The People's Podcast.
Ooh, People's Podcast. Yeah. I need a belt.
All right.
A WWE style.
All right. Do you want the belt or do you want the fucking dumb Yu-Gi-Oh card rug?
Ooh, can I get both? Can I get the Yu-Gi-Oh rug but with blue eyes?
I found them on Etsy.
Can I get it with blue eyes wearing the belt?
Oh, okay. I found it on Etsy.
Oh, I believe it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
It was
I'm pretty sure I've seen that image before, but when it came up again, and I was like, that's just too good not to share.
just like a bath mat size one.
$120?
50 for the mat size
Oh, okay.
one. Like a rug size this big was like probably like 200 or 300.
It's I love the meme, but I couldn't get away with having that like out consistently. I
No,
would have to get
the
pulled
bath
out.
mat's kind of a neat idea.
Yeah, that one's
Like
good, but
that,
like,
throw
it would
it in
still
a-
almost have to get pulled out for like a joke.
Yeah,
'Cause,
a
yeah.
mouse pad would be kind of cool.
Yeah, but now that I have that one,
I mean, I would never do it, but like,
my blue eyes white carpet.
you know what I should do is I should like commission a like artistic like painting of the card so it looks like fine art.
yeah, yeah. Like,
Yeah, hang it somewhere. So people...
do just like famous, because there's multiple famous Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But do a famous Yu-Gi-Oh card in like Scream style or Starry Night or
Mhm.
you know any of the, or do it even do Seto Kaiba and Yugi Moto as American Gothic.
Well, you just have them. You paint the card, and then you just get like a really like a gold frame that like kind of looks like the card framing. So like it's just
Okay.
enough that where someone sees
I was
it
gonna
and
say,
knows,
just
and they'll be
take and use all the old paintings that are famous ones and just meme them.
yeah.
American Gothic with Kaiba and Yugi standing there with the pitchfork and everything. Except instead of the pitchfork, it's a pitchfork, but it has 3 cards like stuck on it. Anyway, number 4. Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar I don't know, has confirmed that both Hogwarts Legacy and Gotham Knights will release later this year. Good joke, Jason.
Way to lose your job.
Over under on which one comes out this year.
Ooh.
That's not how over under works, to be fair. That is actually instead pick one.
That's all right. I interpreted what you wanted.
Good. I have
kind of want to go Gotham Knights.
As coming out this year?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I think Harry Potter's doomed.
Harry Potter is definitely doomed.
Here's the thing. It could come out this year because they'd want to capitalize on the HBO special.
Yeah.
So it could get rushed to this year, and Gotham gets pushed for that reason. But I think what happens more likely is that Gotham's much closer to being ready because it follows the Batman engine anyway, and it doesn't have to really. And Harry Potter is just going to kind of slip slightly into development hell.
Yep. I suspect Harry Potter's in a state to where, like, if you played it, it would play like a PlayStation 2 game.
Harry Potter?
Yes. That.
Number 5, Deviation Games. The Sony bankrolled studio founded by Treyarch vets Jason Blundell and Dave Anthony is opening another studio, this time in Canada.
They must like them.
Yeah, I guess so. Number 6, Epic Games announced that it is expanding with a new studio location based in Poland. The Polish office will focus on developing new standalone experiences.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, what does that mean for Epic?
Who knows? More Fortnite expansions?
Standalone. Number 7, on February 25th, Steam will send out the first batch of emails to those with reservations on the handheld console, telling them they're canceled.
Canceled.
From there, customers will have 3 days to purchase it for a shipping date of February 28th.
So they think they're on track. The Steam Deck.
Except for the ones that pre-ordered it, or was it a deposit? Oh, fuck, whatever.
I don't know. I have no idea how this works. I haven't been keeping track.
I somehow also don't care. Number 8, Sega exited the arcade business after 56 years. What year is it? That Sega's been mentioned more times in this podcast episode alone
Making a comeback.
than in 7 years.
Making a comeback.
And the times it got mentioned it was done existing in the arcade world, and all these former people used to work there and made new things.
Terrible.
Number 9, a group of attorneys representing 35 U.S. states weighed in as part of the appeal process of the Epic versus Apple trial in support of the Fortnite developer. Epic versus the world!
It's Apple versus the world.
Apple versus the world! Man. Did you think people wouldn't like you, Apple? Shocking. Number 10, the Communication Workers of America Union is asking the SEC to investigate inaccurate and misleading disclosures made by Activision Blizzard.
That was the whole, we don't have anyone who's trying to unionize or strike or anything.
Everything that we said, ha ha ha, and then now, literally in not a week later, both articles come out, and we're like, what?
Wait a minute.
Are you guys that? Number 11, Ubisoft announced that it will be ending the development of first-person shooter Hyperscape and will shut down the title on April 28th. Good riddance. Number 12, Epic Games released its Epic Games Store 2021 Year in Review report that said consumer spending was $840 million last year, an increase of 20% year over year for the digital storefront.
Making moves, making business, making money.
That's not counting. What do you think made more? that storefront, or Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I'm sorry, fucking fine. Don't have a second to think about it. And just be right. I don't.
There
fine.
was quarters last year where Fortnite made $1 billion.
Listen, man. I'm just saying. What if? I'm saying, what if Fortnite wasn't worth Activision Blizzard? What if?
That's so crazy.
One title.
It's disgusting.
Anyway, it's been 7 days. What you been up to?
Oh my god. I wish I could say I've been up to something, but really I haven't. Sleep. Coming home, sleeping. Being so exhausted I watched like a YouTube video that I don't know what I actually watched. And then what else? That's about it. Keeping up with some TV shows.
Been up to exhaustion.
Yeah, basically. And some animes when I can, and that's about it.
I mean, I feel you. I understand.
I don't have any I haven't been playing anything, and I don't really have any plans to until, I don't know. Dying Light, maybe I might get in on that. We'll see.
That'll be an interesting one. I'm curious to see how that plays out.
What have you been up to?
Oh, exhaustion.
It's a thing.
Monday night volleyball, Tuesday night raid, Wednesday night volleyball, Thursday night raid, Friday night deal with you. So it's like a lot of things that tire me out.
Okay.
No, it hasn't. I mean, volleyball obviously tiring. Raid, it's just late, so.
Yeah, well,
tiring.
it can be exhausting mentally.
Yeah, it usually isn't though. Recently, it's not. So I don't usually have to think too much. Thursday's the day I have to think, not Tuesday.
Mm.
Tuesday we do heroic. Thursday we do mythic. Heroic I don't really have to think during. I just press button, do damn. But volleyball is physically exhausting. Rec on Mondays, competitive on Wednesdays. And both today and yesterday at like 2:30, it hits me and I'm like, I am going to fall asleep sitting in my chair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting at my desk like, don't dare it.
Yeah.
I have to get up and do like a couple laps and just kind of like walk around, make sure I slap myself a little bit, get a water, keep myself awake. But otherwise, now just doing the raid and stuff. That's mostly been it. Started playing Death's Door a little bit, trying to figure out
Death's Door.
Yeah, the Volver game. He plays the crow or bird or whatever, and you.
Okay, yeah.
It's on Game Pass.
Okay.
Trying to figure. I started playing it with keyboard mouse. I'm not sure if I want to switch to a controller, if it'll feel better or not. I think I can still do it. I think I know I could play the entire game with keyboard mouse. I want to.
Yeah, something.
It feels like maybe it was made for controller, so maybe I will just do that because it'll feel better. We'll see. Otherwise, I mean, that's honestly it. Just prepping for whenever the patch is going to show up for WoW, and that's that.
It's good.
Not a lot of variety lately.
It's kind of like a slow period.
It kind of works. It's broken up by 2 nights of volleyball. So
yeah. Then we'll have Dying Light 2. I think is the next big thing that's releasing
next Friday.
And then
it's supposed to be, and I still don't believe it's coming out.
Is it what's next? Horizon or Sifu?
Horizon after that.
And
I mean, Sifu's out there too, but Sifu's more of like I'm watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon, I'm in.
Steam sale as well.
Oh, for Lunar New Year.
Yeah, I got the email with it's like fucking 800 things on your wish list is on sale.
Epic's going on too. But yes, Sifu comes out I think in between those two, but I'm more watching that one just to kind of see how it gets received before I see if I want to play it.
Yeah,
because depending on how Dying Light looks, I really, really, really enjoyed Dying Light 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to enjoy this one too. I just don't. I'm worried.
Reviews, I guess. You could check reviews when they come out and just kind
but
of
I
get a
don't
feel
trust
for
reviews. It's more going to be, I need to watch somebody play. That'll tell me more than I need from a review. Review won't tell me anything. Because if I don't find a reviewer that agreed with how I felt about one, then it's a wash.
Mm-hmm.
But based on even like the last trailer we saw, that was the cinematic one. I was just kind of like, ooh,
I didn't watch that one. I feel like
I think we did. The guy ends up jumping out the window, basically.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but we'll see. As long as like the combat and stuff was good, it was so much fun to play co-op, just rip around. So that's what I want. I want that again.
Yeah.
So if it gives me that, cool. If not, then Horizon, here we go.
Yeah, that one for sure.
Yeah, that one's a definite. That one's not even a question. That'll be me riding on the back of whatever those things were called.
I have to fucking hook up my PlayStation again.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to look at your PlayStation, and I'll have to. I do love I think we had that conversation yesterday, 2 days ago. Maybe it was even today. No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday when we were discussing the Pokemon stuff with Dewey. And we're like, yeah, what do we expect from the game? We're like, we expect the exact same thing, just with like story changes. Like the combat's not going to be any. They're going to add
a couple things,
add slight tweaks to it to make it feel a little bit different or whatever. But it's not going to really like. It's like it's going to be the same issue with God of War, but that's not an issue. Those both played unbelievably smoothly, and were very good. It's just,
I almost don't want them to change anything because I just want more.
Yeah, I want them to do exactly basically what you said, where it's just like tweak some things to give me more options to do certain things with, and even now that we're going underwater, like give me some different creature types or whatever. But like everything else is fine. Just let me go nuts. And then just give me some balanced things of like don't let me unlock something and go, I'm literally never going to touch that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
I don't got none.
All right, cool. In 7 days, we'll hear from us again. Goodbye.